And we're live. Thought I'd get on a little bit early. See, because I had to set up a title for this and everything. So, welcome. I'm just going to kind of hang out here and chat for a little bit. We'll see if anyone shows up. Or watching replay is totally fine too. So, you're new here, I'm Allison. You can call me Allie. That's why I call it Essentially Yours. Yeah, kind of a little play on words there. And I wanted to start doing some live classes on essential oils and products for healthy living. So that is what we're going to do today. And it's going to be really low key today because it's my first time going live on YouTube. Never done that before, so I will try to keep up with comments and questions, and we're just going to chat about what I've been using lately and what the next classes are going to look like. So let's see here. I'm not sure if I can see comments yet, but let me try this. Okay, I don't know what I did, but let me take care of a little housekeeping here. 1 second. Okay, I think we got that set up now. So if you have questions or comments, you can go ahead and put them in the box below, and we will get started. There we go. So I hope you all had a nice weekend. We're having lots of rain in South Texas, which is great. I'm very grateful for that. Everything is much greener and very wet and muddy. So, but all the plants are happy, so that's good. This weekend we were at a conference with Forge Ministries, and it was all about seeking humility. And what do you know? I actually have an oil called Humility Oil Blend, and it's a great thing to wear during a humility conference, right? So let's see. In humility, we have coriander seed oil, let's see, ylang ylang, bergamot, which is a flower, geranium, melissa, which is melissa is one of the most expensive oils you can purchase because the flowers have to be grown a certain way, and like they can't touch the ground before you harvest them. All kinds of really intricate things need to be done to harvest melissa, so it is one of the expensive ones. Frankincense, myrrh, Northern Lights black spruce, vetiver, bitter orange, and rose. So it smells really good. Which is too bad YouTube doesn't have smell-o-vision because that would be nice to have. But you're gonna get into oils. Humility is a great one to have. Good for emotional support. Anyways, to get into what essential oils are, they are the most powerful part of a plant. And I'm kind of reading off notes because I have not memorized this yet. They are distilled from shrubs, flowers, roots, bushes, fruit, and resins and herbs. Like frankincense is a resin. Sandalwood, copaiba, they're all resin. Those are resin oils. And then other oils are from fruits like citrus fresh, which has lemon and orange and grapefruit, mandarin. So those are extracted from rinds of the fruit. And then others are flowers like melissa, ylang ylang, rose, blue tansy, and then I'm trying to think, what else do we have? Oh, herbs. So we have sage and rosemary, basil, all kinds of great oils from plants. And oils provides a support for all the systems in your body. So skeletal, muscular, nervous, circulatory, all of them. And they're really fascinating how they work. They can reach your heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds when you inhale them. You find them in your bloodstream in 26 seconds when you apply them topically. And they last in your body for about 3 to 6 hours. So that's really fascinating. Not to mention, God created them and God created us, so it's nice to have something, and they work together, you know? So essential oils can be used in 3 ways, well, sometimes 4 ways, but 3 ways: topically, which means applied on your skin; inhaled, so the easiest way to do that is either just sniff out of the bottle or rub it in your hands and inhale that way. You can also diffuse them in a diffuser. And then some oils from Young Living have white labels on them, which I don't have handy at the moment. They're vitality oils, and you can take those internally. Most of those are fruit or herb oils, a few others. And if you have a vitality oil, which is a white label, and there's a matching one, the 15 milliliter, like there's a Citrus Fresh Vitality, which has a white label, and there's a Citrus Fresh 15 mil. If you can find a matching pair, you can take the large one internally as well, which is nice because you can refill with these big ones instead of always getting the small ones. So, but only the ones with white labels are good for internal use. So just a side note to keep in mind. So they smell really good, really, really good, and the interesting thing about the sense of smell is that it is the only body system that activates the limbic system in your brain. Your limbic system is where your emotions are controlled and released and processed. So when you inhale essential oils, it activates your limbic system, and it floods your system with your body with endorphins and serotonin, like the happy hormones. So while the oils don't cause hormones, they activate your brain to release hormones, and that's why after you smell essential oils you feel better, because you've gotten all these happy hormones in your system. It's pretty fascinating. I kind of nerd out about that sort of thing, but it's pretty cool. And another thing about oils is that I can't probably emphasize it enough, is that they're not cures. They don't cure anything. They don't take anything away. They just support your body in its natural, God-given ability to heal itself, to process through things, to get rid of toxins. So you probably hear me say a lot about, skin support, wellness, emotional support, immune support. So I'm not going to say that something takes away your cold or cures a flu or heals a wound, because they don't. They just help your body heal itself, and just give it support through the cold, the flu, whatever you're going through. So yeah, it's kind of important to know that they're not cures. They smell magical, but they're not actually magical. No, anyways, they're just they're a wellness supplement. So just a little thing to keep in mind if you hear me talking about smells really good all the time, or this supports X or Y. Yeah, I'm not going to say that it takes away your cold or that it's antibacterial or any of that sort of thing. So that is a little bit of compliance language that you'll hear me talking about. And the reason we do that is because we don't want essential oils to be regulated by the FDA. Now, our vitality oils from Young Living are FDA approved for internal use, but they're not regulated by the FDA. You don't need a prescription to get essential oils, and we want to keep it that way, because if they ever something happens and they have to be prescribed, not everybody's going to be able to access them. And because of price, cost, and all that. So we keep language really minimal, and while we use essential oils for all kinds of things, we talk about them in specific language, and that's just the way it is, and it's okay, because it does help us remember, like, they don't cure things, they just help us. So that is a little bit of housekeeping I had to take care of, because I'm sure it's me like, why can't you tell me what oil to use for my cold? Well, I can tell you what you can diffuse, and it smells good. It's about it. And it's up to you. You're welcome to do all kinds of research and figure out what works best for you. So, and I can also talk about things like, oh, you know, I was having a hard time breathing this morning, probably allergies, so I put some Raven in my diffuser, and I'll make the air smell so much better. And that's what I did. So, but I can't say that it helped my allergies. It did cleanse the air, which probably my body was glad of, and then could probably help me process pollen or whatever. But anyways, so any more questions? If you have any questions on that subject, on compliance and language and all that, go ahead and email me or leave a comment. Get that out of the way. I like talking about the oils more than what you can't talk about, but anyways, let's see. I was going to talk about what I've been using lately, and I started taking Omega Gize, which is an omega-3 fish oil supplement, and it has, because fish oil is like one of the best ways to get omega-3s, and there's also CoQ10 and vitamin D, E, and clove, German chamomile, and spearmint essential oils. And I've been taking fish oil from my chiropractor for a while, and it was a really great one, but I thought, oh, try this one instead, see how it goes. And I think it's okay. I like it. It's very, very liquidy. Anyways, it doesn't taste fishy. Doesn't, as far as I know, it hasn't given me those fish oil burps that you can have with fish oil, so that's a plus. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I have. I'm trying to figure out how to see comments and chat stuff. I'm not sure how to do that, but that's okay. If maybe there's no one needing a comment right now, that's fine too. Okay, so let's see. I've also been using Progessence Plus. So for the ladies, there's also a line of oil for gentlemen. So more about that in another video. But I put a roller cap on top, and I just roll it on my arms and on my neck, and has wild yam extract and a few other things in it. It's great for keeping those female hormones level. Really like to use it every day. And let's see, another one for female support is Dragon Time, especially for younger ladies, and you put that on your lower abdomen and on your inside of your ankles, which amazingly support your uterus and ovaries, which is interesting. But I've found that to help a lot with mood swings, just supports you through that whole time. So anyways, that's that. I'm not sure if I have a mixed audience. I'm like, how much do I talk about one thing or the other? But anyways, we'll just leave that there for now. We'll talk about hormones another time. Another one I've been using recently is Northern Lights Black Spruce. It smells like trees in a bottle. I really like Northern Lights, and I like Cypress. They're really good in the diffuser. I do a blend of 4 drops of a tree oil like frankincense or Northern Lights, and 4 drops of a floral oil like just a plain flower like Lang Lang, or Joy is a blend of florals and fruits, I think. Mostly florals. Yeah. 4 drops of a tree oil, 4 drops of a floral oil, and then 4 drops each of 2 kinds of citrus oil. So a citrus fresh, grapefruit, and that all together in the diffuser. It smells really good. Great for freshening the air and lifting everybody's mood. It just smells really good. And the nice thing about having a diffuser is that it everybody in the house can get the benefit of the oil. It's not just one person sniffing out of a bottle. You can put it in the diffuser and everyone can enjoy it. So great for everybody's yeah, mood support. Kind of makes everybody happy, which I think everybody likes, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, another thing I've tried recently is the Savvy Minerals, which is Young Living's makeup line. They do mineral makeup. I tried their lip gloss. I hadn't tried it. They've been out for a while, but I haven't tried it till just recently. And I got the color Anchors Away. So I think if I can. All the makeup people, they swatch on their wrist, and I don't know. I've never done that before, but it's kind of a pinkish coppery shade, which is, with my coloring, looks really good. Lots of information on their website about that, and lots of videos on their website too about mineral makeup and all that. So now I have to figure out how to wipe it off. Okay. Anyways, I'm wearing it right now, and it's kind of, for me, it's a natural color, and I like that. So not too red, not too pink, and it has a little bit of peppermint in it, and which gives a little bit of a tingle, but it smells nice and fresh. Kind of like that a lot. And it's not too sticky either, which is nice. Sometimes lip glosses are, got strings between your lips. So I like the Young Living lip glosses. I think it's a, 10 out of 10. I've tried lots of lip glosses. This is pretty good. So, and with, as I mentioned before, we were at a conference this weekend, and so around lots of people, and just a lot of sitting and standing and paying attention, and you get kind of worn down after that. So I have been taking these Thieves lozenges, just hard lozenges, kind of a opaque, opaque color, and they have the Thieves oil blend in them, which is lemon, peppermint, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary. And if you just feel like I'm feeling a little scratchy throat, or I just feel like if I want some internal armor, I take a lozenge and I feel like I'm protected from anything that might get me. And so I'll do that, or I'll also do Thieves in hot water with lemon and honey, and I call that my wellness tea. And it's comforting to drink. It smells like Christmas and tastes good, and just helps me feel protected from charms. Or at least supported. If I happen to catch something, I have, Thieves working in my body to help me get through whatever it is. So I like Thieves lozenges, I like Thieves wellness tea, and also I'll put Thieves and oregano in a roller and roll it on my feet at night. Give it a little extra boost, because your feet are very, porous is not the word. No. But it's one of the areas of your body that can intake whatever you put on it very quickly. So putting oils on your feet gets them into your system pretty fast. And Thieves oregano doesn't smell so great, so put it on your feet. You don't smell it as much. Put some socks on, maybe. And both of those oils help to just kind of give you extra support if you're feeling like you might be around some germs. Okay, let's see what else do I have to talk about here. Yes, well, if anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and leave a comment. And I was going to talk a little bit about the purity of essential oils and why Young Livings are the best of the business. Not because I'm a Young Living member, do I say that, because they're very honest about their process, and you can find out all about them, and that you can be assured that they are the purest out there, because they've been around for, I think next year is going to be the 25th anniversary of being in business. And Gary Young, who founded Young Living, he studied it for 30 years, how to source it, how to get the right plants and distill them properly. And so I think something that's been around for 25 years, pretty good. They've been studying a lot and working on making everything as pure as possible. And so it's easy to see, well, say like, oh, I'll try essential oils. They're at the grocery store, or I can find them online anywhere. And it's true. Actually, they're very popular right now. Even other like skin, like soap and lotion places are putting essential oils in their products, and it's kind of tempting to try. It's like essential oils are healthy, right? That means I should try the lotion or the soap, and like, well, you don't know where they source their essential oils and where they got them from, so you don't really know how pure they are. And there's 4 categories of essential oil purity. There's authentic, manipulated, perfume, and synthetic. And I am reading off some notes here because I still don't have this memorized either, but that's okay. If you want to read the same book I am, it's called Game Plan, and all about Young Living and the business of using Young Living, and I can let you know where to find that. Let's see. So authentic oils they're 100% pure with no added synthetics or other species in the bottle. These are Young Living oils. They're 100% pure, authentic, therapeutic grade. And their promise is they have what they call a seed to seal promise, and they control where the plants are, where they're grown, how they're processed, but not every company who sells essential oils can do that. They just don't all have the ability to have the same amount of farms or people to work them, or just the process of producing the oil. So that's why you can find frankincense for $7, or just any kind of oil in the grocery store or online, even though they're just have to find out what is their process compared to Young Living's. Which one is more pure? I mean, it really is up to you. Not gonna make you buy anything or force you into anything. Just do your research. And if they're not gonna tell you what their plan is or their process, then maybe don't buy from them. It's like you don't want to put something in your body that your body has to then process and reject. So you don't want something for your body to see as a poison or a toxin, have to try to get it out as fast as possible. So you want your body to take in the essential oils and use them to support all the organs and cells and everything, and not have to expel it. So, or go into, oh no, poison. Yeah, what is it in Monsters Incorporated? 2319. Get rid of it quick. No, you want your body to be kind of give a sigh of relief, like, oh, I can use every part of this oil or this blend, and you don't have to get rid of it. So, because I know your body sighs a sigh of relief, and it talks to itself. I just know these things, right? Okay, so the second type of essential oil is manipulated. It means it's been made to smell more pleasant and less earthy, and some of the heavier molecules have been stripped out or another species introduced to enhance the aroma. And the great thing about essential oils from Young Living is that their bottles are full of pure plant essence. There's nothing else in it in Northern Lights Black Spruce but Northern Lights Black Spruce oil. Oh, another side note. So essential oils are not oily like olive oil or almond oil. They are water soluble, and they also don't mix with water. So if you do make I make a linen. I make a linen spritz out of lavender and cedarwood and water, and I spritz it on my bed every day, and just kind of keep the linen smelling fresh. And you have to shake it so it kind of sort of blends a little bit when you spray it out. So the nice thing about being water soluble is that if you get it on your clothes, you can wash it out easily. And most of them are clear, but some of them are yellow, like some of the citrus oils are yellow. Some of the resin oils are not clear, and some of the floral yellows are even blue, which is kind of pretty. So this is a blend I made with Valor, which is blue, and some other oils I think that are yellow, so it turned green. It's kind of fun. So yeah, so some of them are naturally have natural occurring colors. So if you get them on your white shirt, you know, but you should be able to wash it out. It might leave a stain initially, or might color your shirt initially, but you can wash it out. And also, some of the oils are what we call hot. Like if you put it on your skin, it might tingle a little bit. Like oregano is very potent, and all of the oils from Young Living are highly concentrated, so a little goes a long way. Oregano is one of those really kind of hot oils that can kind of sting when you put it on, so putting it with a carrier oil like almond or coconut helps a lot. And if you happen to get it in your eye, which shouldn't happen, but if you do, you just put coconut oil on a Q-tip and put it at the corner of your eye, and the essential oil is drawn into the Q-tip, because the carrier oil pulls the essential oil out of your eye, out of a place that you don't want it to be, which is kind of fascinating actually. So just as a note, essential oils are not oily. Okay, here we go. So the next part, we had authentic and manipulated, and the next one is perfume oils, and they're not pure at all. They are mixed with synthetics to enhance the aroma, and they have no therapeutic action. They don't help your body at all. And solvents are used to extract the oil from the plant, so they're not distilled naturally. Yeah, I know, I was right. Yeah, Q-tip thing is really cool. It's good to know, because one time I did get a little oregano in my eye by accident. I'd applied it somewhere and then rubbed my eye and realized, oh no, it's burning. So yeah, coconut oil helps to just draw it out. And so let's see, the fourth one is synthetic, and they're not true oils at all. They smell nothing like the original plant, and they are typically labeled as scented products. And so, yes, this is one way to look at it. Oh yes, so someone says, well, I've done that with peppermint before. Like, yeah, it's very fresh, but not in a good way when it's in your eye. Oh, so this is one way we can look at the difference between authentic and other kinds of oils. So authentic oil would be like drinking orange juice from an orange that you squeezed yourself, and synthetic oils would be like taking a glass of orange juice and diluting it 95% before taking a drink, and diluting with chemicals too, so you're not even getting the benefits of the orange. So it's just always good to check and see what the company's process is for extracting the oils. And like I said before, like some companies, they're cheaper oils, but they're not able to have the farms that Young Living has, or be able to have the same kind of process. So it's always just good to do your research on, why is it so much? I mean, frankincense is pretty expensive. Rose is very expensive, and from Young Living, because they're pure and highest grade you can get. And so getting oils other places that are half the price or a fraction of the price, you just kind of have to wonder, like, where did it come from and how did it get here? So another thing I appreciate about Young Living is that they're not in it for making major bucks on a bottle of rose oil. They're truly doing the best they can to give us the best product, and but they do have to pay their workers to harvest all of these plants. So some fascinating things about some of the oils, like for example, rose oil being one of the most expensive, and it's a very high frequency oil, and we'll talk about frequencies in another video. It takes 60,000 blossoms to provide 1 ounce of rose oil, and usually I think rose comes in a 5 ml bottle, and it's almost 1 ounce. Whereas on the other hand, lavender is abundant, so it only makes only 220 pounds will provide 7 pounds of oil. And lavender is one of the less expensive oils on Young Living's website. Now jasmine, which is another pricey oil, or what's the costly oil, is one of my favorite flowers, but it must be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the very first day they open. And it takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. So, yeah, when you do it right, it does cost something. And then the sandalwood tree, sandalwood is another excellent oil. It's very grounding. We'll talk about more grounding again in a different video. The Young Living process for choosing sandalwood trees and their prerequisites for it are: the tree must be 30 years old, 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation, and it must be 90% dead before it's harvested. Which is great, because they're not, Young Living isn't about deforestation. They choose their plants very carefully. So, as far as how many drops are in a bottle, how long it lasts, most oils from Young Living are, $10 to $30 a bottle, sometimes up from there. But a 5 ml bottle has 90 to 100 drops in it, and a 15 ml bottle has 200 to 240 drops. And so that means when you apply it, because they're so concentrated, you only need about 1 or 2 drops, maybe 3, and you get like 45 to 90 applications just from one bottle. So it lasts a long time. So that is the kind of a little background as to what's in how the Young Living produces their oils. So a 5 ml bottle has 45 to 90 drops in it, and then a 15 ml is 200 to 240. Oh, sorry. 45 to 90 applications, but 90 to 100 drops in a 5 milliliter bottle. See, like, it's just a learning process. I haven't got everything memorized, so I'm glad I have a book about it. So yes, so that's just a little bit behind you're welcome. A little bit behind the process of, how to differentiate between good oils and not so great oils. And I didn't want to run this class too long, so I'm probably going to wrap it up right about now, but just kind of chat about what I have planned for the rest of the month. So on the next class will be, I believe I said back to school. Yes, back to school. And that can be, it's not just for family, not just for you if you have students, but if you're studying or you just want to kind of learn a little bit more about helping your emotions and your mood and focus. I just labeled it back to school because it's September, right? So it works for, any kind of schooling, whether homeschool, outside school, however you're learning, however you're growing in education. And I think it's also great for moms because they're either teaching kids or they have kids. And yes, we'll talk about germs. That's going to be part of back to school. And so that will be the next class. We're going to be focusing on focus, emotions, and mood, as well as immune support. And then the next class after that will be, I think it will be my Essential Rewards unboxing. So Essential Rewards is a monthly subscription with Young Living that allows you to keep your stock up. And you can also easily replace things in your household that you use with Young Living products and oils. So supplements. So it's really great. It's a really great service to have. And the lowest amount you invest in it is $50 a month, but you get a lot for that, and all the products last a long time. So kind of worthwhile. And if you're switching out from other things, it kind of makes sense to at least try it. And and you can also cancel at any time, no penalties. The benefit of having Essential Rewards is that once you're a member with Young Living, you can sign up for Essential Rewards. So you also, when you become a member, you have 24% off everything on their website for life. So you can apply that savings in your Essential Rewards order, as well as every time you order the monthly subscription, you get points back, which you can then use towards free product, which is pretty exciting. and discounted shipping with Essential Rewards, and just some great options, great perks. And not too many subscription services, they don't give you points back for free stuff most of the time. And like I said, no cost to get started, no cost to end it. Let's see. So I'll be unboxing what I ordered this month, and then talking about what I'm using it for and all that. And then after that, the next class for this month will be unboxing the Premium Starter Kit, which is the only thing in the catalog that's 50% off, and you get 11 oils and a diffuser and a couple other sample packets. Join my team, so I'm always here to support you. And so we'll be unboxing that and talking about all the oils that are in there. Lots of them, like almost all of them, are excellent just in the diffuser, so if you're just a diffuser person, totally fine. You can get a lot out of just the oils in that kit. And then, but there's also other uses for them. So that is the roster for September. And then I will be emailing everyone who signed up for the classes a list for the classes in November and December, and we'll just keep going from there. So that is what I've brought for today, and I'll stick around for a little bit and answer any questions in the comments. But thank you so much for joining and for taking time out of your day. And I'm also interested to know if this is a good time for classes or if it should be a different time of day. I'm kind of just new. I just thought I'd just jump in and do it, because if you schedule too many things, like try to figure out all the options ahead of time, you don't really do anything. So just jump in and do it, and then ask questions later. So yes, if you have an opinion or you would have a request for a different time of day, I'd be happy to take that into consideration. And I just want to thank you for giving me some time today, and I hope you have a great Monday. And I will see you, I think it's Thursday. Yeah, I think it's Thursday. And I look forward to it. So thank you again, and have a wonderful day. Oh, right, Hannah, one's napping. That's great. That's good planning. Okay.